there's an enormous amount of knowledge and expertise and the tools that have been developed with that knowledge and expertise that was developed by a community that has roots that go way back a long time before El Nino and climate change were popular and all the rage. And that community now needs to branch out into policy, into implementation of major programs so that it leverages all of the investments that are being made in climate services around the world now, sometimes with very little input by anybody who actually has any real background in the subject matter. And yet we're talking about literally billions and billions of dollars that's in implementation now or that will be soon. So how to stretch this group of experts, which is already very busy, even farther, because those investments, as somebody just said in a panel, I go talk to farmers, it's a fantastic experience, but how many farmers can I as an individual go talk to, and help in my whole career, even if that's all I did? But if you can put in place systems that affects thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of farmers, you don't have to talk to every one of them individually. And so there's a tension between doing what you can do as an individual and directly seeing the results of your efforts versus influencing big processes with only the faith that when the process is complete, and that may be many years from now, you'll have made a much bigger difference. And most scientists here are used to working on a research basis, on an individual basis in small teams. Now we're talking about engaging with major institutions, with major climate financing streams, with major policy processes. And as somebody who has done a bit of both, I guess I have a comfort level with both of them, but I will admit that when you're dealing with these big institutions and these big processes, you do have to have a lot of faith that it's all going to go somewhere, because on a daily basis it's not sexy, it's not necessarily interesting, it's not necessarily fun, it's a long, slow grind. But I do believe that your impact in doing that, especially if you can balance the two, can be considerably greater.